Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm looking a little bit crazy right now with my hair pinned up and no face makeup on because today we're going to be testing out a new foundation from the drugstore. I'm going to be talking about the Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation. This is supposed to be liquid foundation on the go. So if you guys want to see me try this out for the first time and hear my first impression on it and a little review, then just keep on watching. So first off, before I apply this to my face, I do want to talk about my feelings on cushion foundations because I do have some feelings about them. This foundation is supposedly liquid foundation on the go. For one thing, I would not be using liquid foundation of any kind on the go. I don't know about you guys, but that is what these, I guess, it's what their purpose is for. They're super easy and portable, but here are my thoughts on cushion foundation. They are one of the most expensive forms of foundation in the drugstore. I did pick up previously my Lumi foundation. I might actually have a review on this. If I do, I will link it below if you're interested. And I loved this cushion foundation, but not because it's in a cushion, and I don't love the price of it. So these foundations cost around $15. It was the same with the L'Oreal Lumi foundation cushion. So these cushions are $15 or so, and they only come with half an ounce of product in them, when say the Maybelline Fit Me foundation and usually all liquid foundations, drugstore and high-end, come with at least 1 ounce of product. This Fit Me foundation is 1 ounce, and I believe this foundation is $6, so you're paying less than half the price of this and you're getting a lot more in here. So that is one thing I really don't like about cushion foundations. They do not come with a lot of product, and the only one I have experience with is the Lumi cushion, and this foundation only lasted me a couple weeks before the cushion inside actually dried up and there was nothing left for me to use. So I did only pick this up because I wanted to review it for you guys. A lot of you were talking about it and you wanted to hear my opinion. But my first opinion on cushion foundation is that it's not worth it. You're only getting half the product and it's really expensive, and I don't really see them as an on-the-go product. I don't feel like it's very convenient because when you flip this open, it does come with a little puff, and I guess that's what they think makes it convenient, but I don't apply it with that anyways. So yeah, those are my thoughts on cushion foundation, and let's jump on into actually applying this one to my face. So I picked up the color 30 Warm Nude, and I will say when you're shopping for this foundation, do not go by this sticker right here. It was really unfortunate, but I did have to actually open this up in store, and it was sealed. So I don't like having to do that. Luckily, the first one that I did grab and open looked like it would work for me. We will see, because normally my body is much more self-tan than it is right now. So this might end up being a little bit too dark for me. But I did pick up Warm Nude, and I was not very impressed with the shade range of these either. So I'm not exactly sure how they expect you to find your color when this sticker does not correspond with what's inside very well. So I would either Google, maybe swatches are out there, and hopefully if any of you guys are close to my skin tone, hopefully this color works for me and you can just pick up Warm Nude if you do want to try this foundation. So in case any of you guys have never seen a cushion foundation, here's what it looks like. It flips open, it has a little puff in here for you to use. I'm not a huge fan of that. And then it flips open like this, and there's a cushion inside that has all of the liquid foundation inside of it. And there really is not a lot of product in there. Like I said, it's half an ounce of product, and I just feel like maybe a brush would be a better way to get more of the product out of here, but my favorite way to apply cushion foundation is actually with a damp beauty blender. I like to dip my beauty blender right into the cushion and apply it to my face, which is another reason why I don't think professional makeup artists would like this, because I don't feel that it's very sanitary no matter what you do. So obviously you guys can tell I'm not a huge fan of the cushion form of foundation. I just don't really understand it. If you guys know of any other benefits or anything like that, then let me know. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. So like I said, I'm just going to open this up, dip in with the back of my beauty blender, and pick up some of this foundation. And I only dipped it once, and a lot did come on to the beauty blender. That's why I like using it this way. I just feel like it picks it up nicely. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start tapping this on my face, and hopefully it matches me. Okay, even if it doesn't match, it looks like I can make it work. I think it does match my tan body, so that's good. And first impression, right out of the gate, I think it's a decent coverage because it's covering up some redness that I have around my mouth. I told you guys I'm battling some texture and redness. Okay, so I do have quite large cheeks, but one dip into this foundation covered one cheek area and not fully. So I do need to dip in again. I probably will have to dip in a few times, and maybe that's why I go through them so quickly. So quickly, you guys. I go through them in a couple weeks. I'm gonna go ahead and try to layer up some coverage here. Make my ugly foundation face. Another thing I did want to mention to you guys is I was a huge fan of the Maybelline Better Skin and also the Fit Me, but I've never found anything in this Dream line that I like. I used to use the Dream Liquid when I was in high school, but it was the first foundation I ever picked up, and that's the only reason why. But for the most part, the Dream like mousses and stuff just don't work for me. So that looks pretty good. I feel like it matches me quite well, hopefully. And the coverage is decent. It's like a medium coverage. I like it. My freckles still show through a little bit here, but I do use under eye concealer for that area, and I don't really mind it. It covered up all the redness of this texture around my mouth, and it's not clinging to any dry patches, and I do have some dry patches. So far so good. And if you guys are hairy monsters like me and you have a lot of baby hair on your face or peach fuzz, it doesn't seem to stick to the peach fuzz. Another reason why I love the Beauty Blender so much. Okay, so far I'm getting a medium coverage, luminous finish with the method that I'm using. I'm gonna go ahead and tap some of this onto my forehead. And I think so far I've dipped into here maybe 4 times. This is the 5th time, so there is a lot of dipping going on. Usually when a product comes with less in it, like a stick form of foundation for example, it means that the coverage is high coverage and they can kind of skimp on that. But I wouldn't consider this to be full coverage. Not quite, at least for me. See, something I hate about these cushion foundations is that they look so damn good. So I feel like I'm wasting my money because I barely get any uses out of it, but when I do wear it, it looks so good. But I still don't consider it to be on the go because I'm not going to be bringing my Beauty Blender with me on the go. Unless they mean on the go like when you're traveling, maybe this isn't considered like a liquid and it's so little of product that it's definitely TSA approved. So I don't know if that's what they mean. Like good to travel with maybe. And just so you guys know, I've been getting a lot of comments about how I have like an eyebrow halo or whatever, like concealer halo, and I don't have a concealer halo because I don't put concealer up here. It is because I have a pet peeve of getting foundation in my brows, and so I don't get super close to my eyebrows with my foundation, and even when I do, my skin and my hair like stick out further, so it's kind of like a shadow effect. It's not concealer, so I mean, I shouldn't care what people say, but just so you know, like in person, it's not there. It's just dimension on my face. It's not concealer. My nose seems to be extra shiny today. And you guys, I forgot to prime. I completely forgot to prime my face. So I don't know how this would work with primer, probably way better. But it's performing really nicely. It's not sinking into my pores that are not filled because I forgot primer. It's really nice, especially for not having primer, so that's cool. I actually did apply a moisturizer though. Before I did my makeup, I applied my OFRA Wanderlush Moisturizer. This is a collaboration with Kim Tai. This is not released yet. It might be when this video goes up, but it's a really nice hydrating moisturizer, and I guess it doubles as a makeup primer because my makeup is going on really smoothly, but I will be posting about this if you guys are interested. You always can use my code, and I think it's really good so far. I still need to play around with it a little bit more, but I didn't use a primer. I completely forgot, and my makeup looks good, so maybe I can contribute that a little bit to this and a little bit to the foundation. So that is it for the application of this foundation. I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup like I normally would, and then I will hop back on here and finish my review on this foundation. Alright you guys, so I am back. I finished up my makeup. This foundation did pair well with my other products. I really like the way it performed with my concealer. I did set it with my Rimmel Stay Matte setting powder, and that did mattify this foundation. So if you're wondering about the finish, you can either leave it dewy by not setting it, or you can set it and get more of a matte coverage. So I really like this. I feel like it's a good medium coverage formula, but I do feel like the price is a little steep for getting only half an ounce in here. So I think you guys can make up your mind based on what you're willing to spend. The formula is good, but I feel like you can get cheaper foundation that has just as good of a formula. So I don't feel like you necessarily need this foundation, but if you did pick it up, I feel like it's a good formula. I like it. But for half an ounce, I wouldn't pay $15 again. So you're not going to catch me repurchasing this because I feel it's a little too steep for what you get. I do like the medium coverage. I like the color. Warm Nude ended up working out for me. I just really don't like the price and how much you get in here. But I think those are all my thoughts on this foundation. If I did forget anything, I will leave it down below in the description box, as well as where you can pick this up and the price and everything in case you missed it. Hopefully this video was helpful for those of you who were looking to purchase this foundation. I hope that my review helped you guys out. If you do like my foundation reviews and you like this video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That helps me a lot. And with the whole weirdness of YouTube right now and people getting unsubscribed from channels, just make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already, or if you are subscribed and you're not getting notifications, you can turn on notifications. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing start to your new year, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.